Hey guys, today I'm going to be discussing an upcoming project, and I'll admit it guys, it's a risk, and it's a risk I'm willing to take with this project. Some things in this latest graphic novel, this project might be considered too strong for some viewers. But as a creator, I understand that when I make comics, when I create something, it's all one big risk. Sometimes you're gonna make things people hate. Sometimes you're gonna make things people love, and sometimes you are gonna make things that people love to hate. And that's all about being a creator. You take the good with the bad. You know, Mad Max, Star Wars, Game of Thrones. What else? Children of the Corn. All very successful projects with one thing in common. They were all risks. The creators understood that the projects they did were risks. Guy who wrote Game of Thrones knew his project was a risk. It could have gone either way. People could have went, we don't want this schmutt on TV, get that incest crap off the television. But no, and you know, it didn't take long. It's one of the biggest shows on television right now. George Lucas with Star Wars, he took a really huge gamble with Star Wars when it first came out, when A New Hope came out, and it paid off. And you know, we got two awesome trilogies out of it. The new spin-off film, Star Wars Rogue One, and of course the new sequel trilogy that's still in the making. You know, I can't wait to see what happens next there. And I believe every creator has the potential to make that one project, that one that just grips people. Whether they love it or hate it, they still come back for more. For example, like the Red Wedding in Game of Thrones, where they basically killed off everyone. Everyone we grown to love in the show was killed off in that one episode. As I recall, people chuck a huge spit over it. They hated it, but yet they came back for more. Even though it was morally wrong, you know, you had evil kings killing babies and siblings fucking each other and red bitches burning people. It's really, morally speaking, it is the worst show on television. No one in their right mind should be watching it, but the story, everything about it just grips you and you just want to watch more of it. Even if you can't stomach it, you want to see what happens next. And I do believe with this next project, I might finally create something that grips my audience in and has them begging for more. And I am talking about the School Wars. Now, this project, believe it or not, is 11 years in the making. I originally started the original story to the School Wars back when I was still in high school. And you know what? And the story, it was that shocking and gripping at the same time. I had fellow students coming up wanting to know what happened in the next chapter, who survived, who didn't. But in the end, you can guess, teachers became aware of it and suspended me for over a week and ultimately shut the project down. Mind you, I'll admit it, I did deserve that. I did make the unfortunate mistake of putting real students and teachers' names in it, which I should have known better. And the only reason I made that mistake is because I wrote this other story a while back before that. You know, it was about like butterflies and animals that were named after students and teachers. You know, they seem to like that one, but the second I do something a bit more, I guess, radical, it was, you know, sound the alarm, and the troops were ordered in. But yeah, they suspended me for over a week. Pretty sure they actually wanted to expel me and have me arrested, but for whatever reason they didn't. And I'll admit, I was a bit upset. You know, I worked really hard on the project, and it was gripping people. They wanted to know more, and you know, some were quite disappointed I couldn't continue it. You know, some people stood up for me for what happened, and you know, others who were close friends, you know, completely turned on me. Teachers refused to teach me, kicked me out of classes. Basically, when I graduated, it was like they handed me the degree. It was like they handed me the graduation certificate. So the project ultimately destroyed my education. And, you know, we can go pointing fingers and placing blame. I can blame myself, but that doesn't change the fact that I wrote something that had an impact on people, which is why I've resurrected the project into graphic novel form. And the story, I'll admit, it's the same basic story as the original, except of course there are no real names, no references to real people, so hopefully I shouldn't get into legal shit this time. At worst, I'm gonna get maybe some of my viewers saying, you know, actually literally hating the project, but that's okay, that's still a success in my book. I want it to impact you. I want you coming back to hate it some more. I want you guys coming back, seeing what happens next. And you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to take the risk, regardless, despite any negative publicity I might get. I've accepted the consequences to what this project might do. And again, you know, if for those of you watching other creators who do indie comics and create things, if I really do believe if you want to get your stuff noticed, you gotta take risks. You gotta put it out there because you don't know what's going to happen until it does. You know, if George Lucas sat down and said, "Ooh, I don't think many people are gonna like Star Wars. It's not worth doing," you know, we'd never have it. You get out there, be creative, try things, do things. Be willing to push your creativity to the max. Because that is the only way you're going to create something that truly sticks, and you are going to get the results you want from your projects. You got to get rid of all these mental blocks. What society tells you is or is not appropriate, because we're basically already to the point where everything's getting put on TV. You know, they put that Honey Boo Boo crap on television. Be creative. Don't be afraid to be creative. Don't be afraid to push limits. You've got nothing to lose. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed the video. For those of you who are already hooked on School Wars just by listening to this video, subscribe and keep your eyes open, because I'm hoping to have the first volume out pretty soon, and until then I will continue to hype the shit out of it. So like, comment, subscribe, share it to your friends, share it to your neighbors, your cats, your pets, hell, share it with strangers. And you know what? Thanks guys for all the support.